this from his daddy. You got to realize, man, you know, his mother had a modeling agency, and it was alleged that it was also ladies of the night, a prostitution ring.
So we get there, and that's when stuff got weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there, you know, it's he can get in trouble.
So we arrive, and that's when things got unsettling. They confiscate our phones at the entrance for a reason, because what goes on inside those walls is something they want to keep hidden. They know that if these stories got out, it could ruin lives, reputations, and legacies. But here's the kicker. Diddy didn't just become the person we know today on his own. The truth is that a significant part of his behavior can be traced back to his upbringing, particularly to his mother, Janice Combs. The spotlight has shifted, and it's no longer just on Diddy. It's on Janice. Shocking allegations about her, actions and influence are surfacing, and they're more disturbing than anyone could have imagined. People have long thought Diddy's behavior came from his own choices, but now it seems his upbringing played a major role in shaping the man he became. The source of these revelations? A former friend of Diddy's, someone who knew him before he was Puff Daddy, back when he was just a kid in Mount Vernon. This person isn't holding back and is exposing a side of Janice that's raising eyebrows. Allegedly, she forced Diddy to witness things no child should ever see. But are these claims credible, or is this just a strategic attempt to create buzz for the new Diddy documentary? Let's dive in. The upcoming documentary, Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy, has unearthed a treasure trove of stories from people who knew him best: childhood friends, early collaborators, and close associates. One of the most shocking voices in the film is Tim Dog Patterson, a hip-hop producer and childhood friend of Diddy. Patterson's explosive allegations have taken the internet by storm, painting a troubling picture of Diddy's upbringing and Janice's role in it. Patterson claims that Janice regularly hosted wild parties at their home in Mount Vernon, where guests indulged in inappropriate activities right out in the open. It wasn't unusual to walk into a room and see people fully naked, Patterson shared. He described how these experiences normalized a lifestyle for Diddy that was far from ordinary. For most kids, weekends meant family time, sports, or watching TV. But for Diddy, weekends often meant being surrounded by drugs, alcohol, and adult activities. Patterson explained, "This was our normal. We didn't realize it at the time, but it desensitized us to a lot of things." Janice was determined to create a perfect life for her son after the tragic loss of his father. Melvin Combs, a known associate of infamous Harlem kingpins like Nicky Barnes and Frank Lucas, was tragically killed in 1972. After his death, Janice moved to Mount Vernon, determined to give Diddy a stable upbringing. Outwardly, she succeeded. Diddy attended private school, played sports, and looked the part of a well-off kid. But beneath the surface, things were far more chaotic. Patterson revealed that Janice's home was a hub for all kinds of people: pimps, pushers, and other characters from Harlem's streets. The parties she hosted blurred the lines between what was appropriate and what wasn't. People from all walks of life came through. It was wild, and Diddy was right in the middle of it, Patterson said. Even DJ Easy Lee Davis, another Mount Vernon native, confirmed hearing similar stories. Janice had a way of making everyone feel comfortable, he said. She created an environment where anything could happen. It wasn't just the parties. Patterson also shared that Diddy was exposed to adult material at a very young age, shaping his understanding of relationships and intimacy. By the time he was 12, Diddy had his first intimate experience and was mimicking behaviors he'd seen in videos. In a 1999 interview, Diddy admitted, "I was copying what I saw in those videos."
The apple don't fall far from the tree, man. You got to realize that. You know, he didn't get all this from his daddy, because he didn't know his daddy, even though they try to say his daddy was some big-time drug dealer in the whole 9 yards. You understand? He didn't get this from his daddy. You got to realize, man, you know, his mother had a modeling agency, and it was alleged that it was also ladies of the night, a prostitution ring too, or these ladies was doing things other than modeling. So the apple don't fall.
Diddy just uses her as a shield. Freddie P., another associate, echoed these claims. Diddy's mom has been involved in all of this from the beginning, he alleged. She's not innocent in any of this. Former gangster Dion D1 Best has also weighed in, claiming that Diddy used Janice's name to hide publishing rights and cheat artists out of their earnings. Best said, "Diddy robbed us blind. And the money went straight to Janice. She might not have orchestrated it, but she benefited from it." Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, raised even more questions about Diddy's relationship with his mother. Deal described moments that struck him as deeply unsettling, including how Diddy spoke about Janice's physical attributes in an oddly intimate way. He also noted that Janice shares a preference for white nail polish, something Diddy allegedly insisted his ex Cassie wear. In her lawsuit, Cassie claimed Diddy required her to wear white nail polish for his infamous freak-offs. Speaking of those events, Deal mentioned seeing footage of Janice and Diddy recovering with IVs after one such party. "I'm not saying she participated, but it's hard to believe she didn't know what was going on," Deal said. While Diddy's legal team has dismissed these allegations as baseless, the details continue to pile up. In a statement, his attorneys said, "These claims are nothing more than sensationalized conspiracy theories designed to harm our client's reputation." But with so many voices coming forward, it's becoming increasingly difficult to ignore the allegations. Fans are left questioning just how much of this is true and whether Janice played a larger role in Diddy's life and business than anyone realized. What do you think? Are these allegations about Janice credible, or are they just bitter accusations from disgruntled associates? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out the next video for more revelations.